Hi, this is JP from Northern Lights over Arkham. Welcome to another Marvel Champions LCG hero deck focus, and this time we are looking into the two hero decks that come in the Marvel Champions Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign expansion. So we have Nick Fury and Maria Hill decks to look through. This video is pretty late in the game because the supply of the campaign boxes were really delayed here in Finland, but still I wanted to go through the decks for the first time on camera. I haven't looked at the cards at all. I haven't watched any spoiler season videos that go through some of the spoilers for these, and the only thing I have read is the reveal articles of both of these heroes. But Nick Fury comes with a Justice pre-built deck, and Maria Hill comes with leadership pre-built deck, so really interesting to see what kind of decks they are. So without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and we are ready to start. I decided to start with Nick Fury because I'm a bit more interested in the new Justice deck that comes with Nick Fury. So first off, we have the alter ego side of Nick Fury. So Nick Fury has a 4 recovery. Nick Fury is shield and soldier and spy traded. Suit up. Set up, put your suit form upgrade into play. Assault side face up, infiltrate action. Change to stealth suit form. And hand size is 6 and there are 10 hit points. And on the hero side, we have 2 thwart, 2 attack and 2 defend. Shield, soldier and spy traded. Gather intel. Response: after Nick Fury makes a basic thwart, place 1 threat on your suit from suit form upgrade. Break cover, forced interrupt. When you attack, change to assault suit form. Hand size is 5 and hit points is 10. Okay, well, let's see what this suit is all about. So we have a double-sided card here. It is the suit card. First off, we have the assault side. It is item and tech traded. Suit form permanent. Interrupt: when you attack, remove up to 3 threat from here. This attack deals 1 additional damage for each threat removed this way. And it has a physical resource icon that really doesn't matter unless some cards specify if you exhaust a upgrade that has a specific resource, then it matters, otherwise it doesn't matter that much. On the other side, it has the mental resource type, and it is stealth suit. It item tech traded, suit form permanent. Forced interrupt hero: when an enemy would attack you, it schemes instead. Place 1 threat from that activation here instead of the main scheme if there is 5 or less threat on this card. So the other side deals more damage, and this other one lets you bank threat or stop threat from going to schemes, and that goes onto this card instead. So an interesting mechanic for sure. And then we go through the rest of the signature set. First off, we have Maria Hill. So Maria Hill is a 3 Costella with 2 thwart and 1 attack. Shield traded, 3 hit points. Interrupt: when Maria Hill thwarts, place the removed threat on your suit form upgrade. And this can be committed as a wild resource. So the thwart has an asterisk, so this triggers when Maria Hill thwarts. Okay, well, it combos with the suit upgrade. Next up we have Concentrated Fire. It is a 2-cost event. There are 2 copies of this card. So Concentrated Fire is an attack event, hero action attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged. If this attack defeats an enemy, choose place threat on your suit form upgrade equal to that enemy's printed scheme or change to stealth suit form. And this can be committed as an energy resource. Next up we have Covert Surveillance. There are actually 3 copies of this in the deck. So Covert Surveillance is a 1-cost event. Thwart traded, hero action thwart, remove 2 threat from a scheme. If you are in stealth suit form, you may place that threat on your suit form upgrade. Otherwise, you may change to stealth suit form. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Okay. And then we have 2 copies of Spray Fire. So Spray Fire is a 3-cost event, attack traded, hero action attack. Choose a player, deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. This attack gains ranged and it can be committed as a physical resource. Okay. Next up we have Furious Flying Car. It is a 2-cost support, aerial, tech and vehicle traded. Hero action, exhaust Furious Flying Car and remove 1 threat from your suit form upgrade. Ready Nick Fury. He gains the aerial trait until the end of the round and this can be committed as an energy resource. Okay, so more comboing with the threat on the stealth suit, and you can use that threat for other effects, and this is a really powerful effect. You really want to get your hero up if you have had to exhaust your hero for some reason, or do a double attack or thwart or whatever. Then we have Safe House number 221. It is a 1-cost support, location and shield traded, alter ego action, exhaust Safe House 221, choose heal 2 damage from Nick Fury or place 1 threat on your suit form upgrade, and this can be committed as a mental resource. So that is really good. Many times you don't have time, especially in true solo, to heal in alter ego, so with this you can do a light heal on your hero to get back into the fight and be not exhausted when you turn to hero form. So that's really good. Next we have S.H.I.E.L.D. It is a 2-cost upgrade, preparation and tech traded, interrupt defense. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, discard S.H.I.E.L.D, prevent all of that damage, and this can be committed as energy resource. So I'm really happy to see the preparation trait again. Some may know that one of my all-time favorite heroes to play is Black Widow, and Black Widow came with the preparation cards for the first time in this game. We have seen a couple of preparation cards here and there, but not in the volume I would have wanted. So I'm really happy to see some more preparation cards, and hopefully I can do a really heavy preparation deck for Nick Fury. And we have another preparation. So it is the eye patch camera. It is a 2-cost upgrade, preparation and tech traded, hero interrupt. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, discard eye patch camera, place up to 3 of that threat on your suit form upgrade instead. And this can be committed as a physical resource. So again, this is a really good upgrade to get more threat on the suit upgrade to get further benefits from that. Next up we have Fury's Watch, and it is a 1-cost upgrade, item and tech traded. Resource, exhaust Fury's Watch and remove up to 2 threat from your suit form upgrade. Generate a mental resource for each threat you remove this way. Oh boy, this is a really good resource card. With all the cards that generate threat onto the suit form or the suit upgrade, this is a really good way to spend those threat to get extra resources, and this can be even a double resource, so that's really good, and it can be committed as a physical resource. Next up we have Intelligence Analysis, and it is a zero cost upgrade, preparation and skill traded. Interrupt: when you reveal a treachery, discard Intelligence Analysis and remove one threat from your suit form upgrade. Cancel the effects of that treachery and discard it. Okay, well, this is a really good one also. So if you get a treachery that would wreck you, you can discard the treachery. So that's really good, and it can be committed as a mental resource also. I'm really liking the Nick Fury signature set. And next up we have Secret Agent. It is a 2-cost upgrade, title traded. Hero response: after you resolve the ability of a preparation card, you control move one threat from a scheme to your suit form upgrade, and this can be committed as a physical resource. Okay, that's good also. And then we have the Justice cards to go through. So first off we have the one and only Agent Coulson. So we already have seen Agent Coulson in the Black Widow hero pack way long time ago. So this is a reprint, so I'm not talking about Agent Coulson that much, but it combos with the preparation card, so that's good. We have also seen Quake before, so not going to delve that much into it. I think we have seen Global Logistics already in one set. Not completely sure, so I'll read it. So it is a zero cost event. Shield and tactic traded action: exhaust one shield card you control, look at the top 4 cards of a player deck on or the encounter deck, discard any number of those and put the others on the top and or bottom of that deck in any order. Oh yeah, we've seen this in the Sinister Motives Justice deck. I think it was Miles Morales or maybe another one, but yeah, we've seen this before. But it is a really interesting card, and it can be committed as a physical resource. Then we have Informant. So there are of course 3 copies of these in the deck. So Informant is a 1-cost upgrade, max 1 per player. Interrupt: when a minion schemes, discard an Informant. This activation removes threat instead of placing it. That's good. And it can be committed as a physical resource. I'm really liking this preparation card. Then we have Intelligence. I think we've seen this, but again, I'm not sure. The art doesn't look familiar. So the Intelligence is a 1-cost upgrade, preparation traded, max 1 per player. Response: after a player is dealt an encounter card, discard Intelligence. Look at each encounter card dealt to each player and the top card of the encounter deck. You may swap any number of those cards, and this can be committed as a mental resource. Okay, we haven't seen this, but for true solo, not that interesting. Well, if you have a really bad treachery, you can try to fish a better one or a not that bad one for your situation from the encounter deck with this, but not that hot in my opinion in true solo. In multiplayer, an awesome card, I think. Next up we have Prism Dust. 3 copies of this. So Prism Dust is a preparation, 1-cost upgrade, preparation tech traded, max 1 per player. Hero response: attack. After a minion enters play, discard Prism Dust. Confuse that minion and deal 2 damage to it. And next up we have the one and only Under Surveillance, 3 copies of this in the deck. So again, not going to talk about Under Surveillance that much. We are already seen that in the Black Widow pack way back over like 5 years ago, I think. And then that was the Justice cards. Next, let's look at the basic cards. We have Nick Fury Sr. So Nick Fury Sr. is a 4-cost ally with 2 thwart and 2 attack, shield and soldier traded, 3 hit points. Forced response. After Nick Fury Sr. enters play, choose 1, remove 3 threat from a scheme, draw 2 cards, or give a shield character a tough status card. And at the end of the round, if Nick Fury Sr. is still in play, discarding. And there's only 1 copy of this, but this basically replaces the Nick Fury ally we got way back in the core set, and we've seen a lot after that. But yeah, similar ability comes in with a really big ability and goes away at the end of the round. Next up we have Super Spies, and Super Spies is a 0-cost event. It is a team-up card with Maria Hill and Nick Fury, max 1 per deck. Hero action plays a total of 3 all-purpose counters and or threat tokens on shield support and or suit form upgrades, and this can be committed as a wild resource. So this I'm really sure that Maria Hill also has the Super Spies event in her deck. So that is the team up card. Then we have Gemma Simmons, and I think we saw these already way back in Sinister Motives, but I'll read it again because I don't have no recollection of what Gemma Simmons does. So 3 cost support, Persona Shield traded, reduce the cost to play Gemma Simmons by 2 if your identity has the shield trait. Resource, exhaust Gemma Simmons, generate a wild resource for a tech card, and this can be committed as a mental resource. Okay. Next we have Leo Fitz, and Leo is a 3-cost support with Persona and Shield traits. Reduce the cost to play Leo Fitz by 2 if your identity has the Shield trait. Alter Ego action, exhaust Leo Fitz, search your deck for a tech upgrade or a tech card and add it to your hand shuffle. And you can commit Leo as a mental resource. Next up we have a Sky Destroyer. This we already saw in Sinister Motives, Miles Morales, I think. So Sky Destroyer is a 3-cost support, shield and vehicle traded. Response after you play a shield card, exhaust Sky Destroyer, deal 2 damage to an enemy, and this can be committed as a energy resource. Yeah, I thought that was an okay card then, and it still is, and especially now that this is a whole shield deck. Next up we have the last basic card for Nick Fury. It is the Practiced Plan. So it is a 0-cost upgrade, preparation traded, max 1 per player. Response after you discard a preparation card you control, discard Practice Plan, return that card to your hand from your discard pile. And this can be committed as an energy resource. So that's really good. Sometimes you see your last preparation card of a specific type and you really need another one, and this just brings that back, so that's great. And next we'll look at Obligation and Nemesis sets for Nick Fury. So Nick Fury's Obligation is discovered. So give to the Nick Fury player. When revealed, change to Assault suit form. If there is no threat on your suit form upgrade, this card gains Surge. Otherwise, choose to either take 1 damage for each threat on your suit form upgrade or remove each threat from your suit form upgrade. In either case, discard this card. So this really makes you dance around with the threat on your suit form, so you don't have too many, because if you hit this, that could really punish you at the wrong moment. But of course you could take some damage if you can, but yeah, it slows down Nick Fury quite a lot. And lastly we have the Nemesis set, which is Orion. So the Nemesis set's Nemesis minion is Orion. Orion has 2 scheme, 2 attack, Leviathan trait and 6 hit points. Comes into play with toughness. Orion can have any number of tough status cards. Forced response. After Orion takes any amount of damage, give him a tough status card. Okay, that's really nasty. And has 3 boost icons. Okay. Next we have Acquire Infinity Formula. It is the Nemesis side scheme. Forced response. After Nick Fury takes any amount of damage, give Orion a tough status card. If Orion is not in play, find him and put him into play. Engage with the Nick Fury player. And comes into play with 5 threat. Has a threat, I forget the name of that symbol, but you basically count 1 extra threat on symbol on cards. And comes with 3 threat symbols or boost icons. Yeah. Then we have 2 copies of the Leviathan Soldier. It is a minion with 0 scheme and 2 attack, Leviathan trait, 4 hit points, toughness, force response. After Leviathan Soldier schemes, deal 1 damage to the engaged player's identity, so it will hit you even in alter ego, which is really nasty. And it has 1 boost icon, so there are 2 copies of those. Lastly, for Nick Fury, we have Cold Storage. And it is a treachery. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Leviathan minion and put it into play. Engage with you, shuffle, otherwise take 2 damage. And it has a boost ability and a boost icon. So the boost ability is take 1 damage. And that is Nick Fury's pre-built deck. I'm really interested in trying out Nick Fury. I will probably try Nick Fury first, but we'll see. I still need to see what's up with Maria Hill. Let's start looking at what comes in Maria Hill's deck. So first off, of course, we have Maria Hill. Maria Hill is a S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. traded hero. And 3 recovery. You may include the maximum number of copies of 3 S.H.I.E.L.D. supports in your deck from aspects other than your chosen aspect. Action: exhaust Maria Hill, search your deck for a S.H.I.E.L.D. support and add it to your hand. Hand size is 6, hit points is 9. And yeah, no surprise, there are, other than leadership cards in the deck, I just peeked ahead, but we'll go through those in a moment. So on the hero side, Maria Hill has 2 thwart, 1 attack and 2 defense, S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. traded. Each ally you control gains the S.H.I.E.L.D. trait. Reassignment: action, move 1 all-purpose counter from a S.H.I.E.L.D. support to another S.H.I.E.L.D. support, limit once per round. Okay, well, at the moment that doesn't sound really interesting, but we'll see that it will be quite powerful if we remember what's in the preview article for Maria Hill. So Maria Hill's signature ally is of course Nick Fury. Nick Fury is a 4-cost ally with 2 thwart and 2 attack, both with asterisks. S.H.I.E.L.D. traded and 3 hit points. Response: after Nick Fury uses a basic power, place 1 all-purpose counter on a S.H.I.E.L.D. support. And Nick Fury can be committed as a wild resource. Next up we have All Points Bulletin, 2 copies of this. So all points bulletin is a 2-cost event, tactic traded. Hero action: for each shield support you control, choose remove 1 threat from a scheme or deal 1 damage to an enemy, and this can be committed as an energy resource. So that is a really powerful card if you have a ton of shield supports in play, and you probably will have with this deck. Then we have on the double. It is a 0-cost event, and action: ready any number of shield supports with a combined printing that cost of 6 or less, and this can be committed as a energy resource. So some of the shield supports exhaust when you use them, so this is a really good card to get them up and running again and do double taps with them for extra benefits. Then we have 3 copies of reinforcements. It is a 1-cost event. Action: choose any number of shield supports with the combined printed cost of 6 or less. Place 1 all-purpose counter on each of those supports, and this can be committed as a physical resource. So another way to get more and more counters on your shield supports so they won't discard. Because when support loses all counters on it, it will discard. But with this you can keep them in play longer. So next up we have the Hard Call, which is a 2-cost event. Hero action: discard a shield support you control. Deal X damage to each enemy, where X is the printed cost of the discarded support. Okay. That is pretty powerful AoE. So you can like make a nuke out of one of your supports by not using it ever and just piling on counters on it, and then using this to blow stuff up, like basically nuke the whole board with that. That's really interesting. Then we have Special Funding, 2 copies of this. It is a resource card. Response: after you spend this card to pay for a shield support, place 1 all-purpose counter on that support after it enters play, and this can be committed as a mental and a physical resource. So another way to get more counters on the cards. Then we have Support Staff. So Support Staff is a 1-cost support, persona, shield traded, uses 3 staff counters. Resource: exhaust support staff and remove 1 staff counter from it. Generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has the shield trait, and this can be committed as a mental resource. The Iliad is a 6-cost support, shield and vehicle traits. Uses 3 mission counters. Action: exhaust the Iliad and remove 1 mission counter from it. Choose: deal 5 damage to an enemy, or remove 4 threat from a scheme, or heal 3 damage from an identity, and this can be committed as a energy resource. So that is a really powerful shield support. So probably you want to see this in play and have a ton of counters on it so you won't ever lose it. And next we have Life Model Decoy. So Life Model Decoy is a 2-cost upgrade, preparation and tech traded. Interrupt: when an enemy attacks, you discard Life Model Decoy, prevent all damage from that attack, and this can be committed as a physical resource. So basically, yeah, I'll defend for that villain attack with 3 boost cards, so none of it goes through. That's really good. Then we have S.H.I.E.L.D. Director. It is a 2-cost upgrade, title traded. It is unique. Action: exhaust S.H.I.E.L.D. Director, place 1 all-purpose counter on a S.H.I.E.L.D. support, and this can be committed as a mental resource. So you can use this to again get more all-purpose counters on your cards to make them more powerful. So a really solid last signature set card for Maria Hill. Next, we will look at the leadership cards that come with Maria Hill. First off, we have Victoria Hand. So Victoria Hand is a 3-cost ally, 2 thwart, 1 attack, shield traded 2 hit points, response after Victoria Hand enters play, ready a shield support. And this can be committed as a mental resource. So comboing off with the shield supports. Next up we have Slingshot. Slingshot is a 3-cost ally with 2 thwart and 2 attack, shield and spy traded, 3 hit points. Action, spend energy resource, put Slingshot into play from your hand under any player's control. At the end of the phase, if Slingshot is still in play, return her to your hand. That's really strong. You can just keep playing Slingshot again and again for only 1 cost. So taking into account that you need to have energy resources to use, but I don't think that will be a problem. And it can be committed as an energy resource also. Next we have Organizational Support. It is a resource card and it is not limited to 2 per deck or anything like that. You can have all 3 copies of this in your deck. So interrupt, when you spend this card, exhaust up to 3 allies and or supports you control that share a trait with your identity. Generate a printed resource on each card exhausted this way. Oh boy, this is a really interesting one. Yeah, that will cause a lot of brain burn for me to figure out which I want to spend and which not. But yeah, you can get really much benefit from that resource card. Next up we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, 3 copies of this. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D is a 3-cost support team, traded, play under any player's control, max 1 team card per player. If each of your characters has the S.H.I.E.L.D trait, this card gains interrupt. When you reveal an encounter card, exhaust this card, cancel the effects of that card and discard it. Then reveal another card from the encounter deck. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Alright, another way to cancel cards from the encounter deck, so that's useful. Then we have Command Team, 3 copies of this, and we've seen this before. So Command Team is 2-cost support, shield traded, uses 3 command counters, action, exhaust Command Team and remove 1 command counter from it, ready an ally. And it can be committed as energy resource. Next we have the Circle. So the Circle is a 6-cost support, shield and vehicle traded, uses 2 deploy counters. Action, exhaust the Circle, remove 1 deploy counter from it, and choose a player. That player puts an ally into play from their hand for free. That's really good. Yeah. So this can be committed as a physical resource. Okay, and no more leadership cards, but as I said, there are other aspect cards in the deck. First off, we have the aggression support, shield support. So it is the Bellerophon. It is a 6-cost support, shield and vehicle traded, uses 3 missile counters. Action, exhaust the Bellerophon, remove 1 missile counter from it, and choose a player, deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player, discarding all tough status cards from those enemies first. That's really good. And this can be committed as a energy resource, but why would you? Next we have the Justice shield support, which is the Douglas. So the Douglas is a 6-cost support, shield and vehicle traded, uses 3 operation counters. Action, exhaust the Douglas and remove 1 operation counter from it. Remove 2 threats from each scheme, ignoring any crisis icons in play. That is insane for some scenarios that have a lot of side schemes in play. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Alright. Lastly, we have the protection shield support, which is the Pericles. The Pericles is a 6 cost support. A shield and vehicle traded uses 2 supply counters. Action: exhaust the Pericles and remove 1 support counter from it. Give a hero or villain a status card of your choice. Give an ally or minion a status card of your choice. And this can be committed as a energy resource. Okay, so you can confuse or stun the villain and get a tough card or something like that. And do the same for a minion and your allies. Next we have Dum Dum Duncan, Dum Dum Dugan, and this we have already seen earlier in the Sinister Motives box, way over back. Dum Dum Dugan is a 5 cost ally with 3 thwart and 2 attack and 3 consequential damages and 2 for thwarting and 2 for attacking. Shield traded 5 hit points interrupt when you use one of Dum Dum Dugan's basic powers. Exhaust up to 3 shield cards you control. For each card exhausted this way, Dum Dum Dugan gets +1 to that power for this use. And this can be committed as a physical resource. So Dum Dum Dugan could do a lot of damage or thwarting, of course taking a lot of damage also from the consequential damages. Now that I'm thinking, I'm not sure was Dum Dum Dugan in this same form earlier, but yeah, still interesting. Then we have Grant Ward. So Grant Ward is a 0 cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, shield and spy traded 3 hit points. Grant Ward cannot defend. Force response: after you reveal a treachery, you may spend a mental resource. If you do not, take damage equal to Grant Ward's attack and remove Grant Ward from the game. And this can be committed as a physical resource. So a double agent basically. Really interesting. Then we have Melinda May. And Melinda May is a 2 cost ally with 2 thwart and 2 attack, shield and spy traded, 3 hit points. Response: after Melinda May uses a basic power, look at the top card of the encounter deck. You may discard that card. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Okay, I think that's all of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series characters already. But yeah, then we have the Super Spies as predicted. Also Maria Hill has this TM up card. I won't be reading it again, but yeah. Then we have new art for the basic resource set. So Energy has this cool art, really vibrant. Then we have Genius. And lastly we have Strength. And then we have Front Organization, 3 copies of this. It is a 0 cost support, location traded, play under any player's control, max 1 per player, interrupt. When an encounter card effect would discard a card you control, discard from the organization instead of discarding that card. And this can be committed as a mental resource. So I think this is a really good card to protect your 6 cost shield supports and stuff like that. So you really don't want to lose those cards for a stupid encounter card discard and upgrade or support your control effect, for example. Then we'll go to the Mary Hill's Obligation and Nemesis sets. First off, we have a press conference. It is a zero cost, it is an obligation give to the Mariah Hill player. Forced response: after the player phase ends, remove one all-purpose counter from each support you control. Alter ego action: exhaust your identity, discard this card. Okay, that's a nasty one, but you can get rid of it by going to alter ego. Okay, then we have the Nemesis set for Mariah Hill. First we have a controller. Controller is the Nemesis minion. 2 scheme and 2 attack with asterisks, elite and psionic traded, 6 hit points, forced response. After controller activates against you, remove 1 all-purpose counter from a support. If control innocence is in play, put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage with you as a controlled minion. And this has 3 boost icons. Okay. Then we have Army of the Controlled. It is a side scheme. When revealed, find the controlled innocence environment and put it into play. When defeated, discard each controlled minion. Place 1 all-purpose counter on a support for each minion discarded this way. And this is an acceleration icon and comes into play with 3 threat per player and has 1 boost icon. Then we have the controlled innocence environment. So each face down controlled minion engaged with the player has a base scheme of 1, a base attack of 1 and a base hit points of 1. Forced response: after a controlled minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile and place 1 threat on the main scheme. No boost icons on this card. Then we have 2 copies of Diabolical Discs, and it is a treachery. Search: when revealed, remove 1 all-purpose counter from a support. If controlled innocence is in play, put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage with you as a controlled minion. And this has 2 boost icons. So those were Nick Fury and Mariah Hill pre-built, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign expansion box pre-built decks, and I'm really looking forward to trying these decks out. Finally, I've been waiting for, I think the release was scheduled first in February. It is now the end of April. When I'm filming this, it is the 23rd of April, so really due time to get these into play. I hope you guys like this hero pack focuses, and thanks for watching, and until next time.